Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to address the body with regard to Social Security and the lack of congressional action. It might interest people in the audience, Mr. Speaker, to know that it's been over 50 years since Congress has enhanced Social Security on behalf of its recipients. That's why we've introduced legislation specifically to address this issue. Yet, Mr. Speaker, at the same time, we see that Mr. Musk has been charged by the President of the United States to cut $2 trillion from the budget. And Mr. Musk has made no bones about the fact that he plans to privatize Social Security, Medicare, amongst others. Social Security, Medicare, and defense, as a number of people in the audience know, makes up more than 70% of the budget. He's been instructed to find $2 trillion. Coincidentally, that's just about how much Trump's tax cut for the wealthiest 1% is, $2 trillion. Where will it come from, Mr. Speaker? Obviously, he has his designs on Social Security, the only one of those entities, defense, Medicare, and Medicaid, that has a trust fund of $2.7 trillion, all of hard-working people's money. It might surprise you, Mr. Speaker, to know that in your district you have over 183,000 Social Security recipients, over 13,000 who are disabled, 7,000 plus children, 8,000 widows, 4,000 spouses. But here's the critical thing, that Republicans should wake up in this time of inflation. Your district, and every district on average, by the way, receives more than $200 million monthly for its Social Security recipients. Your district, Mr. Speaker, receives $354 million. That hasn't been changed since 1971. People in America should be outraged by the fact that Congress has not fulfilled its responsibility to act on behalf of its citizens. Social Security is the #1 insurance program in the country, serving over 70 million people. 10,000 baby boomers a day become eligible for Social Security, and Congress continues to ignore them and ignore their needs. Shamefully, more than 5 million of our fellow Americans get below poverty level checks from the wealthiest nation in the world and the most successful insurance program because of congressional inaction. Most of those 5 million are women. And among those, most of them are women of color. People have been taxed on their Social Security when they continue to work after retirement, and that is false as well. We've had a proposal, Mr. Chairman, to correct all of that, to change it, and oh, by the way, pay for it. And how do we do that, Mr. Chairman? Very simple. We lift the cap on people who pay nothing or very little or are through paying the first day and second day of January. Lifting the cap on people, as President Biden proposed, over 400,000, will provide us the benefits and the solvency that Social Security needs. Why is it that hardworking people in this gallery should pay into a system all their lives and get a benefit, and yet billionaires can be excluded and don't have to pay in the same amount, or some totally circumvent the law altogether and pay nothing? It's long overdue, Mr. Chairman, don't you agree, for a vote to take place for all the citizens in your district, the more than 300 million that comes in. Imagine what that does to the local economy in your district, how it will help out the local grocery store, the pharmacy, and most importantly, the individual families in that region. Stand up, Mr. Speaker, and Republicans. Join us in enhancing Social Security.
The gentleman's time has expired.